Does the Bible say that we are to care for our body? It most certainly does. And there's two really good verses that maybe some of you have never read, and now would be a good time to listen so that we can see that we are actually instructed to take care of our bodies. And the first verse is 1 Corinthians 6, verse 19 through 20. It says, "Don't you realize that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, who lives in you and was given to you by God? You do not belong to yourself, for God bought you with a high price, so you must honor God with your body." And the other verse is Romans 12:1, which says, "And so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because of all He has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind He will find acceptable." So clearly here, these two verses are demonstrating that we are to take responsibility to care for our bodies. And so many times, many Christians will often neglect this and not care for their bodies by choosing to eat many unhealthy foods. And while that's not sin in and of itself, it is still not in submission to God's will for us. And clearly God's will for us is that we would take care of our bodies, as we are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and how God has bought us with a high price. And if we are to honor God, we should do that by what we choose to put into our bodies. And I think it's very clear that He wills and wishes for us to be in good health, just as we have that spiritual health. So there really should be no excuse amongst anyone, unbelievers or believers, to take care of their body.